Huh. Is that time of the day again? We are back with some more shogi. I feel like I should be waiting for a game right now. I should have definitely thought of that. But a 10:30 game is exactly what I'm looking for. So hopefully one of these people says yes, and here we are. First game of the day. I actually meant to be full screen yesterday. That was my bad. But then you get distracted with chat. So yeah, y'all can just see the time and everything. Um, First off, I want to thank everyone for the amazing support on the first video. I was not expecting that. I haven't really made content in a long time, and seeing that made me really happy. So thank you all for doing that. And second off, I never got to explain why I'm doing this. It's because, I mean, I got to explain. It's pretty much for practice, but the main reason is because I'm in World Shogi League and I'm playing board 1 of my team. And I wanted to practice a lot more than I've been doing. And this is a good way to force me to practice, is through shogi. And I am glad I'm here. It's really fun to play this. I'm really happy to be a part of the shogi community. I did the Q Combat commentary today with Time Zombie, aka Shogi Explained, and it was really fun. It was really fun. There's some moments in there that I couldn't handle. But genuinely, it was a fun time, and I look forward to doing it again. But we are playing this game right now. It is a 10:30 game against a 1-don. Looks like they are playing static rook, castling on their left side, which is my right side, my static rook side, which works out great for me. So let's begin our attack, shall we? Looks like a Yaguda style setup, which means we're going to want to bring up this silver. Against Yaguda and or Snow Roof, usually you want to attack with 2 silvers. The silver can go here for some solid defense. Or you switch to Central Rook. That is totally up to the player. I mentioned a Time Zombie today. I don't exactly play Urashino Joseki. Like straight up. I don't exactly play Urashino Joseki. But I don't know. I play pretty solid in my opinion. Now, I'm not going to win every game. Urashino is not a perfect strategy. But if I lose, I'm going to ask why I lost. And find out the weaknesses. See, pushing this pawn is a little bit too early. Pushing that up. There's no attack there yet. We can push this up. We're going to want to scoot king over because there's shenanigans there. Rook takes. I can drop pawn. Now, if he takes rook here, I get to scoot over my king for free. Exactly. And all of a sudden, it's pretty good for me. I have tempo here. It's going to take him a while to get rook back to where it was. And I wanted my king here. So this works out pretty well. Now I can do bishop back and begin my attack on the head of the king's castle. Now the second this pawn gets moved up, bishop can always come and do this diagonal. But right now, I can focus on my attack without any weird shenanigans to worry about. So that's good. That is fantastic. And I wanted to ask everyone, how is your day going? I feel like a lot of people ask that just to get comments in their chat, so you don't have to reply. But I hope everyone is genuinely having a good day. There's a lot that's going on right now with 2020 being 2 years ago, but, you know, it's okay. I just hope everyone's doing well. But right now we are focused on some basic shogi. Their king hasn't moved yet, which... And then they have a silver here. They have a lot of pressure on this side, which means it's going to be hard to attack. Normally, I'd probably switch to Central Rook here. But they also have good defense on the center. The second this silver starts to attack, I might do something. But we're not there just yet. I don't know. Now this pawn is open. And now that he got rid of the pawn in the center, there's always bishop here. Which is why I'm going to bring this silver up to just get rid of that bishop diagonal. Now, if he starts pushing this pawn, I just bring up rook and cover the entire, what is it, 6th row? 6th row? Or 4th row? I'm Gote, so I guess it is... I forgot notation. But yeah. I am actually more tired than I am last night. Last night I was like all motivated. I was like super excited to start this. Today I'm pretty tired. I did some Shogi commentary. I've played a lot of Shogi today. Um, Still happy I'm here though. I my goal of this series is to be like a video you watch before bed, just like a calm kind of Shogi video, and hope I can do that for some of you. But right now, I push, take, bishop to the center. I need to do silver up here first. Now, there's always the option of switching rook over to the center if I need to. Right now, it seems very complicated to do so. There's this floating boy right here. Now, if I attack my bishop, whenever I bring it back, I can bring it back to here, putting pressure on the rook and giving myself tempo to whatever my attack is doing. Pawn. He's a little indecisive here. Pawn on the edge. He's a little indecisive here. I can basically just play Bogeying. Now, there's problem with Bogeying is I do silver up here, and if he does bishop back, then this silver is now blocking my bishop diagonal. I always have the option of silver back. Bogeying actually might work. I push, take, bam, they push the center. Does it work though? I could always push pawn, take. If they take with bishop, I could take. Maybe threaten like a bishop drop here, but that's not enough pressure. Interesting. Bum, bum, bum. I push, they take, I promote, they take. I got a pawn out of it. This rook here doing some work. Now there's always option of just bishop up here. Make him scoot over his rook and then maybe apply some pressure that way. But honestly, I'm annoyed. Push, take, silver. Push, take, promote. And even takes with silver. Kind of annoyed. Just because he's defending well, but I'm annoyed because this floating rook is blocking me pretty well. But that's why I have 2 silvers, you know? That's exactly why I have 2 silvers. Is because if there's too much pressure, just throw more at it. Relatively simple strategy. Rudeshino is as complex and advanced as it is. Can't get much simpler than that. There's actually some edge attack shenanigans I can do here. Pawn takes. I mean, silver. Bam, bam, bam. There's some shenanigans I can do here for sure. I'll have to see what he does first and then use some time. This isn't a blitz game. This is not like yesterday. This is not a blitz game. This is a little bit. It's not the slowest game in the world, but it's a little bit faster. It's a little bit slower than the one yesterday, I should say. I really want him to do pawn up. He is highlighting over this pawn. That still works out for me. I attack now. Even if he climbs this, I should be able to push way before he can. You made me wondering, like, what? This is all stuck. I don't really need my bishop here. There's only one defender on the head. So that's good news. Now there's always option of silver here. But I can do that in a second. Because now I have pawn here. Forcing their bishop back. And if I take silver, pawn drop, a lot of defense on the head here. However, pawn, take, silver, and then I can promote here. I kind of want to get my knight involved. I don't know if that's Tommy's fault for saying, hey, why do you never get your knights involved in your games? But honestly, I can get my bishop involved. Put bishop here, target this pawn. If he scoots his rook over, bishop up, targeting this diagonal. That sounds more fun than getting my knight involved, something that I'm not confident in. Now he opens up bishop here, because he wants to target my silver. Or he just wants to protect that pawn. There's lots of reasons here. Push, take pawn drop, promote, take, bam, that doesn't work, but there's always the option of scooting rook up. Now if I do bishop up here, he does bishop there, then I can scoot rook up pretty safely. I can switch to central rook. There's so many options here. My king, he's not born to be safe. He popped out of the womb ready for danger. So right now he's accepted his fate. It's all about the attack. And that's the fun part about Yoshino is you're like, well, how do they counter your attack? Well, can't they do this and can't they do that? Aren't you weak here? Aren't you weak here? Well, yeah, but it takes tempo to do that. It takes tempo to counter here. It takes tempo to move your bishop like that. So, my attack has tempo. If I'm all of a sudden ahead on tempo, then what are you going to do about it? Like, that's the cool part about this. Pawn takes silver. If he takes, I mean, I just take with rook. Pawn takes silver. Pawn drop, promotion, bam. That's what I'm thinking, anyway. I'm not sure if it'll work, to be honest. But it's good to dream. It's good to dream. I like dreams. I think it's kind of cool. Just how they work. I'm mainly trying to distract everyone from the fact that I'm not sure if this attack will work. But I really like the idea of it. You don't see the bishop here that much in Yoshino. But this silver is just so juicy. This is such a fun attack that I just have to go for it. Yeah, he's gonna drop. What's he up to? He's gonna do bishop here. Is it too late for that? Does bishop there, and then can I just go here? Can I not just go here? If I go back, obviously it's not good for me, but can I not just go here? Why does that confuse me? Now he's thinking. He didn't back up his rook. What do I do? Shit. Yeah, there's always pawn drop like on the head of the knight and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pawn drop there. Now Now there's always option of promoting, take, bam, 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 promote. If I take, he takes, I take, he drops pawn, I put him in check, he runs up. Then I have a silver drop here. Because he has no more defense here. I mean, I could promote right now. He takes with silver. Whatever he takes with. I mean, I promote right now. He has 1, 2, 3 defenders on it. I have 1, 2, 3 attackers on it, and this. So I promote. He takes. I take. Takes with gold. I take. If he takes with knight at any point, I take. If he ends with gold, guess that could be troublesome. If he ends with gold, then I can't take this pawn. But can I not just sack the bishop here? I sack the bishop. He takes. I can put him in check. He runs up. I take, and then all of a sudden this is a pretty solid attack. Yeah, we'll try it. This is not a YouTube series to be baby mode. This is supposed to be an intense shogi learning session, everyone. So if you see this and you're like, what is Narak doing? What is Alex doing? Does he even know how to play shogi? The answer is no. Does anyone know how to play shogi? No. The answer is we're here to learn and have fun from this. And that's exactly what I thought. I think he's just going to take the silver because it puts immediate pressure on my rook. But if he does that, I mean, I can just take with my rook, and then all of a sudden he can't take my bishop. A curious situation we have ourselves in. So we'll see. Takes with gold. Now, there's probably some bishop fork shenanigans here. I mean, I can just take. Yeah, exactly. He actually puts my king in check here. It's a pretty good one. If I do rook up. What if I do rook up? He takes, I just run sideways again. He takes my silver. Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow. It's really not good for me. That's not good for me at all. Yeah. So now I can take. Yeah. Yeah, he takes my silver for free now. We can put pressure on his bishop. Put pressure on his bishop. If he blocks the pawn, drag me up. If I take, he just does pawn here, and then it's just, I lose the silver. So I'm going to scoot over, put pressure on his bishop. This is a good file to put pressure on, but I am demoralized, if you cannot tell. But as long as I keep pressure on him, as long as I keep a little bit of tempo, he can only really drop silver here. If he moves his bishop, this gold is dead. So he's going to want to protect this gold. This is his saving grace in his castle right now. And he does not want me to have a bishop because he just has an open rook. So in the case of, if this happens, we do a simple trade like that. Now, I don't have an attack here. I've lost all my good pieces. Which you could argue is a problem. However, we do silver here.
10秒 20秒 1、2、3
Let's put some pressure on him first. We're gonna promote this if he takes with his knight. We have gold here. If he runs sideways, I want to do silver. I just need one more general. That's the problem.
10秒
I just need one more general. And how do I get that?
20秒 1、2、
Or any piece really.
5
His rook isn't doing much. But if we can do silver here, all of a sudden he is trapped from running that way. And then it is simple gold. Or silver gold. I just need one more general. Or one more piece that I can put him in check with. Knight there. Is that too slow? I mean, he always has rook here now. I run up, and then he only has golds to attack. Now there's always sack. I take. He runs from underneath. I can block with pawn. He can drag me up with pawns, and that's going to be mate with gold on the head. Yeah. So he has mate here. Which is unfortunate because I have all the pieces I need. But he has mate here with a sec. I take. He doesn't have any long. No. Wait, hold on.
10秒
Do silver here. If he sacks, I just take with gold. I can block with knight. He can't immediately put me in check. He doesn't have any diagonal pieces. I know that. He knows that. The world knows that. It would be wild if I won this game, wouldn't it? I'd have to upload this one.
これより秒読みに入ります
I have mate. What? Hold on. Do I actually have mate here?
10秒
I mean, I have to upload this. I didn't want to upload this one. You know, I was telling myself in my head, I was just like, huh, man, it would be really demoralizing if I just like make my second video after all this like after all my excitement over the first one, I make the second one and I just get demolished. But no, we won that one. Good job, team. Well, yet again, dude, I'm gonna hit 2 Don in no time. Yet again, we won a game of shogi. Now that one sucked. The first one, the last game, in the first video, I missed a sume, but I found a sume that was just longer than the actual sume. But this one was just bad. Good news is, this is a daily series. If this is bad, I can just upload a better one tomorrow. So, have a good rest of your day, y'all. Good night, good morning, whatever the case is. Goodbye.